So Wimp to Warriors, basically it's a worldwide organisation. It started over in Sydney, Australia, about 5 years ago, and it's basically a programme for people who've had no experience in martial arts whatsoever to come in from day one as a total beginner, and over a 6-month period we train them up to the point where they're physically, mentally and technically prepared to step in the cage and compete in front of 1,000 people and put out onto the internet to about 50,000 people. This is the first ever Wimp to Warrior Manchester. Obviously there's Wimp to Warrior Sydney, Melbourne, Las Vegas, California, Miami, Dublin. There's a few started up around Europe now. There's London, and we're the first Manchester. Everybody from here, there's people here training with us from Chester all the way over to Huddersfield. I mean, it's pretty good dedication for them because they've got to be here at 6 a.m. every morning. And at the end of the programme, they all compete against each other. They all train together for 6 months. And the last 6 or 7 weeks, when they're all in proper sparring, we split them up into 2 teams. It's a pretty big deal what they get. It's a full professional training camp. It's not like just a couple of weeks training 3 days a week. Yeah, it's a fully structured, scheduled training programme, yeah.
I'm from Rochdale and I've just completed Wimp to Warrior Season 1 for Manchester at Full Contact Performance Centre.
My name's Greg Egood. Started Wimp to Warrior because I've always had a bit of an interest in boxing and UFC, mixed martial arts. The opportunity has come for someone with pretty much minimal to zero experience to come in, get trained for 6 months and step into a cage. Step into a cage where, you know, someone like myself who's 30-year-old would never have had that opportunity. So yeah, it was just asking the opportunity for someone that's not got the experience to do it, and here I am. I changed my diet probably about 4 weeks ago, which is why I've got a little bit of catch up. My discipline with the food has not been perfect, but last 4 weeks I've been strict. I've probably dropped about 8 kilos in the last 4 weeks. I'm now dropping near enough a half a kilo a day. A little bit of fat to burn. We've got a nutritionist on board, stepping up the cardio and just trying. I've got about 2.5 kilos to lose now for the next 2.5 weeks, so I'm well on track. Before Christmas was difficult. We're missing a couple of days here and there, and just changing the routine. You know, up at 6 o'clock every single morning was difficult. Coming in with the aches, the pains, coming in to get beat up as well. You know, it does take a certain level of motivation to keep at it. But after Christmas, something clicked, and it just became normal. It just became the routine, and yeah, since then it's just like I said, I'm loving it now. I'm loving every minute of it. 100% jumping. You know, it will be difficult. There will be times where you're thinking to yourself, you know, is this me? Do I really want to be doing this? But now the closer I'm getting, the more excited I'm getting, and you know, the more positive I am about, and glad that I kept on track and kept to it and stuck to it. Yeah.
Started this journey about 5.5 months ago. It's the fight in about 2 weeks, is it? 2 weeks tomorrow. It's getting really intense now. Friday's our spar day, so we're a bit knackered now, aren't we, really, to be honest? We're all tired out. Yeah.
I started this journey to try to show my kids that if you put yourself into anything, you can achieve something.
He's got enough of it.
I've got enough of it. Been through a traumatic 6 months, both of us have, haven't we?
Yeah. There's the physical aspect to all this, but there's the mental aspect as well. A lot of the lads that are here, 20 years old, you know, 21 years old, fit as a fiddle. When you get to our age,
we're a bit older,
you feel the niggles a little bit more, and you know, you're not taking a little bit longer to get older. But as he said, I've become really close to him, as I have to a lot of the other lads, but not so Andy. And we become like a bit of an emotional rock for each other. We all message each other, we all meet up, and you know, I think that group thing really, the group mentality has helped us get through, hasn't it?
I want that. There's been times at this that I quite easily just walked away.
It feels good to get there, though, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You know, in fact, that we're 2 weeks away and we've been through all that. We're looking at it now and saying, what can stop us? What can seriously stop us? We're so determined now to get there.
I remember getting through the trials thinking, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to do this. The first warm-ups of the first weeks, I was gassing out, I was knackered. I thought, what have I done, you know? And then, like, after about 2 weeks, you start to feel a little bit fresher. Clothes feel a little bit better, you've got a little bit more energy. 3 weeks, 4 weeks in, the energy's there, isn't it? And then after you've got into it, it becomes second nature. you see all these gym guys on Instagram and Facebook and you think, he's sad, why are you always posting and doing this? But actually, once you get involved in it, you can see that it becomes addictive, and I feel so much better now, so 100%.
I've lost 2 stone on this. Similar to Mike, the hardest thing is coming through that door because it's a martial arts gym and you're thinking, oh my god, I'm going to walk into a meathead and they're going to be horrible with me and all. The coaches are unbelievable.
Amazing.
I've got to say they're unbelievable.
One of the biggest things that I'd say, definitely, is egos are left at the door. You know, the coaches,
Can't have an ego.
you know, they look after everybody individually. If somebody's going strong on somebody and the opponent's not getting it, then they'll tell you to power down. They won't tell you to stop, but they'll give you the tips.
Tell you calm down.
If you're feeling low or if something's not right, and they'll take you to a side. You know, these lads, a lot of them are military, aren't they? Ex-military, so they're used to dealing with people. But more so, they've all been in martial arts, and they're so disciplined, aren't they? So yeah, if you're scared,
It's like a lot of people are frightened, like when they come here, like they're just going to get put with someone. It's called Wimp to worry, but there are some guys that have come on here that do know a little bit before they've come here, and a lot of people are frightened. Well, what if I get him and he knows how to do taekwondo? Coaches that got that good, they know these guys, and I think everybody's matchup is super rare.
Yeah,
They're all on everyone's on everyone's level who will be fighting, so don't be frightened of that. Literally, it's the best thing you'll ever do.